Hi everyone, and welcome back to towanderfreely. Today is the big day. We are actually packing up. Today is our first day heading out. So we're packing up the last few things, and I thought I would show you, we have to put our mattress out there. We have a queen mattress, so I thought I would show you that. It's actually pretty easy. It goes on very easily. And today we actually have my brother-in-law to help, so I don't have to do it. So it'll be Chris and my brother-in-law, so it'll go on even easier. So, for me anyway. But I thought I'd show you that, and so we're just packing up our last things, and then we're gonna be heading out. So today's the day.
One of the last things to go on Aunt Gladdy, also one of the biggest. We're getting close now.
There we go.
Snug fit.
Holy smokes. Hi world.
All right, we're just pulled out.
We're going. We are towing. Back on the road again, folks.
Lots to say goodbye to Pennsylvania and all the beautiful farms.
Yeah.
And we actually have Aunt Gladdy behind us. You'll see she looks so much better. We have that video coming up. That all went well, so that's coming. But yeah, so on the road again. Okay, so yeah, we're finally on the road, if you can believe it. It felt like a long time coming, and yet at the same time right now it feels like we just,
Just pulled back in.
Yeah, it's so funny, but...
We are back on the road.
Right, and it's interesting because we were just talking about how, like, it feels new again, even though this time leaving, we have all that prior experience and all those memories as well, but yet it's still, part of it still feels new, so it's kind of interesting. Like, even just Chris towing again, he's like, man, this is, it's just funny, but we also had, like, a little bit of a delay right before we left, and Chris's hard drive actually crashed completely, so we ended up having to take care of that. And it turned out to be a real blessing because we would not have wanted that to happen on the road for sure, but that did delay us a little bit. But kind of the beauty in it, because everything happens for a purpose, and the beauty of it was then yesterday we were still with our families, and Chris actually got some news.
Got some great news. I found out yesterday that I passed my PE exam.
Yes.
So it was a great day, and it was wonderful to be around family there, and they could share the excitement in person. It was fun.
Yeah, it was. It was a real blessing to be able to share it that way. So yeah, so Chris passed. So thank you so much, because so many of you were.
Yeah, thank you for all the well wishes, and it really means a lot.
Yeah, and all the prayers, because it really does. That was a big deal for us, so, and for his business. So that moving forward, that's a really, really big deal. And we didn't think we would know for at least another month, and now we're setting off knowing that and having that confidence and assurance as we move forward. So that's really, really special. But so come along for the ride today, and then we're going to actually try to set up at a campground. It's probably not going to look pretty, but...
Not going to be our most efficient job, that's for sure.
Right.
See how much we forget.
But we are officially, towanderfreely is officially wandering. Parked back there. We just stopped at the rest stop in West Virginia, and of course we are now back to the world of public restrooms.
That's right.
But-
Get used to that again. Oh,
Yeah.
the joy.
Yeah, this is a nice stop though.
Yeah. Oh, another familiar sight. Jenny reading the historic signs. There's that smile. Favorite part of the trip.
It is, I know. So this is about Antietam, which is actually in Maryland, not far from here. So if you ever get to this part, or like if you do Gettysburg, Antietam's not that far from Gettysburg. So that would be kind of a really cool Civil War trip to do, the battlefield at Antietam. I went there in high school, and I remember it being really neat. It's been so long since I've been there, but they did a really, really nice job maintaining that, and they have a lot of, you know, historical information there. So that would be a really good stop too. Let's get back on the road. Okay, so I can't help myself, but here's Antietam. And you can see Harper's Ferry is not far from here either, Harper's Ferry, and that is an incredible sight. But Antietam, I think, was the bloodiest battle. I'm just reading this. Yeah, the bloodiest single day in American history. And there were some 23,000 casualties that day. So, yeah, it's a big deal. But that would be a neat thing to see, and then go up farther north and see Gettysburg. Just some more familiar sights for you is our packed lunch. We're back to that. Our kayak in the back seat.
Taking up the whole back seat almost, yeah.
Yeah. And it's time for me to look for campgrounds because we only booked tonight's stay. And so I need to find something. We really want to do Charleston. We've been there before we became RVers, but we want to go back. When we were there, it was like a tropical storm. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, it was. We were there for about 4 days. The whole time, it was so windy, a decent amount of rain. But I remember the wind the most, and it was so bad that they weren't running the ferry out to Fort Sumter for the tours. So we missed out on a lot of that stuff that we really wanted to see.
Which you can imagine was devastating.
Oh,
not being able to see Fort Sumter.
Yeah, no, I wanted to see that one for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it was for me.
Yeah. I know.
Okay, so anyway, I gotta try to find something there, and that it's going to work because, of course, we left on Memorial Day weekend. So.
Yeah, that's gonna be an extra challenge here.
Yeah, not always the best.
We're calling on Friday to see if we can book Saturday of Memorial Day weekend.
Yes. So you guys know that we don't like to book ahead, and it worked out well for us because we ended up having to be, we had to push it all back because of Chris's computer.
Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday, then Friday.
Right. So where are we gonna come across, Chris?
Find Charlotte. We're gonna come down from Charlotte. Now Charlotte's in North Carolina.
Okay, I see Charlotte. All right, so there's Charlotte, North Carolina. We're gonna come down 77.
Yes.
Okay, and then I guess 26 is what goes across to Charleston.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm gonna start making some calls, and hopefully I'll find us a spot for Memorial Day weekend.
Yep, here we go.
Well, we are almost there now, and it has taken us a lot longer than we thought. There was quite a bit of traffic, and it is Memorial Day weekend just getting started here, so obviously we expected some of that. And you know what, we're on the East Coast, so it's just different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was a long day drive. We're coming up on about 8 hours.
Yeah, we thought it was going to take 6, and it's taken 8.
It's been a marathon. Feels like it anyway.
Which is why I always tell everybody, make sure you pack extra food and snacks and water and stuff, because you just never know. But we are almost there now, a couple miles left. And and the other thing that didn't work out so well, not everything comes up roses. Not everything.
What are you talking
Even
about?
on the road. The other thing that didn't work out so well is Charleston. We have completely written it off. I called a bunch of places, and they are just so booked. I kind of started to get the feeling like the joke was on me as I was talking to people.
Yeah. A lot of laughs.
Yeah. So we're gonna just pretty much give up on that, and we're gonna avoid the coast altogether. And because of Memorial Day weekend, everybody's gonna be going to the beach. So we're just gonna stay inland and come up with some sort of a different plan to make it you know, down through and to Alabama. So Charleston we will hit another time, and now we just need a new plan. In the meantime, we called our RV park that we're staying at tonight to let them know, because it's going on 7 o'clock, so we wanted to let them know that we're going to be there late. Usually if we're going to arrive like after 5, we usually call the place just to make sure that, you know, that they don't need anything from us ahead of time. And we also asked them if we could stay a second night, because we're just going to have trouble finding a place over Memorial Day weekend. It's just the way it is. So now we're going to stay here tonight and tomorrow night, which is actually kind of nice, because it's going to give us tomorrow a chance to actually go through some things and get reorganized and really spend some time. We have not actually been at a dump station yet, so it'll be really nice to actually get the water through and make sure everything's working well and all of that. So we're just going to take a day off tomorrow and transition into being on the road. But we are almost there, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, we made it. We are at Fort Chiswell RV Park, which is very conveniently located right off of Route 81. And we stayed here before, and it was October, right? Yeah, it was like October when we stayed here. Beginning of November, and man, it was empty. I think there was only one other person here, and now they are just full up. This is just the back part, but you can see it's very nice. They have really nice big spaces. You'll see them all up here, and they do have a heated swimming pool, actually. Didn't even realize. Yeah. So getting through setting up is going to be interesting, since it's 7 o'clock and we did not eat dinner. We did have some snacks, but
Yeah.
This is why we don't like to have long travel days.
Yeah.
We like to keep them short, but that's all right. We're evidently we're pretty rusty.
Yeah.
Getting back on the road. Chris waving to everyone.
That's right.
Because campgrounds are nice
Camping
places.
spirit.
Yeah, so you can see some of these are really big, nice rigs here.
Do you remember which
They're just
road
lovely.
we were going down?
Oh crap. I didn't. Yeah, well, he wrote it on here.
It said middle road. There's 2 middle roads.
No, there's that one.
First middle road.
Yeah, first middle row.
I think it's
Spot 54. Let's get our spot here. Is that it? Next to the Airstream?
No, I don't think so. I think that's 51. That's 52. Yeah, that's it. 54.
Huh, 54, yeah.
Yeah, that's us.
Oh, cute. Next to the Airstream.
You want to grab that?
All right, now we just have a little
wait,
work
no,
ahead of
sorry,
us.
no, I'm
Okay.
just gonna go next week.
Okay. All right, we're gonna get started unpacking, and we will
That'll be
see
good.
how this goes.
Wish us luck.
It is actually not going that bad. The setup went okay. Chris accidentally forgot to unplug the truck from the...
Yeah, thankfully I didn't pull so far forward that it would have ripped itself out. It stopped just in time, and that's when I noticed it. So, yeah, that was one. Definitely forgot that.
Yeah, but that was it.
Yeah.
That and the water here, for some reason the water line's like super close to the ground, so he actually had to take our filter off. We do have a filter out there, but you know that we use our Berkey for all our drinking water.
That's
so
the first time I've ever had to do that, which is kind of amazing.
yeah, that is
Think
amazing.
about
How many campgrounds we were in? Yeah. But you know we have our Berkey for our pure water, so we don't have to worry about that. But that is something to keep in mind, because you know everybody likes to use those filters, but yeah, sometimes you just can't. We did not make the bed yet. We just brought all the stuff out for it, so that we need to do. And yeah, you know, you forget. It's kind of funny, like you forget how close quarters this is. I mean, it sounds weird, but when you're back to living in like normal, you know, kind of a normal home, and then come out here, I'm like, oh, neighbors. You know, there's the neighbors. It's like, hey guys, what's going on? And of course we're like,
10 feet away.
I know, and the guy next to us has a Airstream, and of course he's sitting there like with his door open, and you always feel awful when you pull up in a diesel and it's like that. You're like, sorry to ruin your evening, whatever. So anyway, we are just gonna keep going here, eat dinner, keep unpacking, but things are going really well. It's really exciting to be back in the RV, right?
Yep, it is. Very good.
Yeah, even at a really crowded campground. It's really exciting. So yeah, so we're just gonna keep going, but thanks so much for joining us today. Glad to be back on the road. Glad to see you guys again. And
Stay tuned for more.
I know, we'll see you next time.
To wander free.